Yeah, it died.
It died?
I think it's just hotel Wi-Fi. It's not meant to be. Are we recording too? I restarted it, so I'll have to jump back into it.
Hey, just go in there and yell out that commentary for us.
You didn't realize you could hear us over here. So we could hear it.
I knew I had to fix this. Yeah, we're live again.
Yeah, I think it is. Chicken and check. I can't see it. But.
Post an ARH for those guys. Did you post it? Yeah, I posted it. I tried the frozen one once and I just couldn't do it. We were running on a sticks and stone setup. Come on, guys.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh yeah, it's all good, dude. At least we got some.
We're doing the best we can.
Yeah.
Doing the best we can.
We just let him play, I guess, and have a hot mic out here. I don't know. It's streaming now, so we're live.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think we're. Yeah, I think we're. Okay. RT's saying, hey, hey.
Yeah, we're back. So he's back. Okay.
Yeah. I agree that it appears that Vontz is definitely pretty unlucky this game. He can't seem to get damage to stick. It's funny when you hear yourself from nearby broadcasting phones. So huge reroll here. So I got bad visibility into what these dice are looking like. Sorry. It's not your fault, Polly. It's fine.
Because we're going through Discord to watch it.
Yeah, we're like a pass-through entity.
It's a pass-through setup with a webcam.
A pass-through setup with a webcam. This is great.
Pass-through wireless setup.
On a wireless network, yeah. It's a little better here.
Whatever to bring the games to the people.
Yes. We don't let everybody who's watching it cast. They can, like, cast with text.
Yeah, there's some kind of reunion or something going on in one room down.
One room down. Yeah, the people right outside the window here are just smoking. Do we not have a long enough HDMI? No, we actually don't. that's the problem.
One thing I didn't bring was a 30-foot HDMI.
Yeah. Who knew that was what was going to be the needed piece?
My giant box of everything.
The giant. Well, yeah.
You know what? We had fun today. It was a great
Yep.
time. We're getting to watch good players play good Destiny.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that Droideka does have 3 damage on it. I'm not sure I noticed that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, the late night gaming tokens. That's right. That's right, platform.
With the ever-present 2014 playmat.
Yes, from that. Yes, that's our. See, Elrathion and I go back a ways. We were colleagues, rivals. I don't know. What do you want to call it? In Star Wars LCG back in the day. Pretty sure that 2014 state championship he's got there was the one that he won. Oh, wait a sec. Nope. It was one that he. There was a regional that he won back then. That was a great mat, though. It's a cool mat.
Yeah, today was such a good day, man. 24 players, tons of prizes.
Yeah. thanks to Trey at Kingwood contributed complete foil sets of the characters and battlefields and plots from both Faltering Allegiance and Redemption. So everybody got to walk away with like 4 or 5 foils, pretty much.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think it was about 4, yeah. But man, super cool.
Hey, we gotta give a shout out to Kirk as well, your buddy
Yep.
who helped to run it today.
Yep, Kirk was a champ.
Point.
Yep. I'm really glad that he volunteered to help because it would have been a lot more difficult for me otherwise. And of course a big shout out to Miniature Market for being our gracious host, and they were always awesome.
I think we need to make it an annual event.
No, it's gonna have to. I mean,
make it
yeah.
2023.
Well, we'll come up with another name. We'll
So you're saying I have 365 days to come up with a better streaming setup?
you have 365 days to acquire a 30-foot HDMI cable. That is it.
We'll have to come up with a new picture for a new
Yeah.
trophy.
Yeah. So if you get about 4 inches every week or so, you'll get there.
Yeah.
So,
Just start splicing it together.
yeah.
You know, speaking of the trophies, I think I saw Lanza post on Facebook, but so that Wookiee Smell's son,
Yeah.
Leviathan. He placed. He got 4th.
Yeah.
Man, when I handed him that trophy, you should have seen his.
Oh man.
He was so pumped. Like, wow, really? This is mine? Yeah, buddy, you did it. Yeah, it was good. He was playing the Rex Bow deck, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I went 3-2 with that deck today. Yeah, nicely done.
And apparently he did roll pretty hot, but you know what? He got to know how to use it, and he knew how to use it.
You don't win that many games, you don't know a thing or two.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's super cool that Wookiee Smell is, his dad and his brother, like all 3 of them, they play as a family. Like that's super. That's really important. In fact, I would attribute playing Star Wars CCG as probably the best reason that my brother and I actually have a good relationship over time. Because we started playing together in like early '96 or something.
Yeah. It's funny because like my brother's 8 years older than me, and Diablo 2 is actually what kind of bonded us.
Yeah.
Going on some MF runs.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it's fine. Games are, they have a way of doing that.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. Okay. It looks like we are seeing a reset.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
So
that's all we had left was a smuggler, and I think it's smuggler that was removed.
Yep.
So Elrathion takes the first game.
It appears so.
See if the pilots can get game 2.
I mean, it is interesting that arguably the 3 decks that are most complained about as being broke right now were the top 3, and then the 4th was probably the one that's right there.
Yeah.
So the top 4 decks being Trandos, Unlikely Heroes Pilots, Jin Han, and Rex Bow with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles plot. Yeah. As that deck should really be called Dirtle Power, even though it makes no sense to say that.
Yeah.
Because the deck doesn't really dirtle anyway.
I think Jin Han is probably the dirtiest of them all.
It used to be.
Yeah.
Jin Han has gone well. Jin Han and really just Jin in general has been it's obviously been my pet project since Faltering Allegiance release, but it has gone through a lot of iterations on, from my point of view.
The last reprint, it had a lot of supports in it.
Yeah, and
It's totally different now.
in reprint list 1, that was arguably the best iteration that it ever had. But it has been difficult to recreate that in the current format, even with things like Defiant Uprising and Partisan Recruit and things like that. It would arguably give you some really interesting efficacy there for supports, but it's just not quite there.
there's not just one over the top support. I mean,
Yeah, you don't have
but
resistance
it's
credit
really
speeder
hard
and
to
Senate
get there.
chamber.
Yeah. So what makes this Trando deck so strong? Is it things like complicated profession and
Yeah,
like
so
smash?
it's got a number of really nice removal pieces. You've got well, actually, let's start with the setup. So the Droideka itself is kind of like a damage sponge. It is a really interesting kind of game within a game. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go after my Trandos? Are you gonna go after and thereby leave my shielded up Droideka alone, and then I'll and then I'll waltz away with extra value off every die, or are you going to go after the Droideka and leave the Trandos alone, which are kind of like 3-die characters at 11 points each. And why do we say that? Well, because they have that power action. So he's got eight. He's got 8 downgrades in there, and all he needs down is 1. Because Trando doesn't say spot a bounty to turn; it says spot a downgrade to turn, and that is crazy good. So that's sort of the first thing.
Let's be honest. Even if you don't take the power actor into account, 5 dice, which he's up against a 6-die pilot,
Yeah.
right? But 5 dice, like that amount of dice,
Yeah.
there is multi-die removal, but there's not a lot of multi-die removal.
Yep.
Right? Like that's just a lot of dice to try to mess with.
Yep. So then he doesn't play a whole lot of upgrades. He just has like West Stars, and that may be it. But in his removal suite, though, contains a number of really excellent pieces. You got, of course, Headstrong. RT says he can't hear me.
How about now? Can RT hear you now?
Can RT hear me now?
This is the rest of the
Uh-oh. I mean, it's broadcasting.
There we go. That's 86. I think my headset turned off.
Yeah, okay.
Is it getting low? I've been keeping an eye on it.
It might have gone to sleep mode. We'll make sure and jostle it around a little
I've been
bit.
keeping an eye on it. I've been feeling pretty good about making sure it stays on.
Yeah.
It may have dropped the connection to that momentarily.
Yep.
What's up, 86? Wish you were here, buddy. Yes, Elrath got game 1 Wednesday.
Yeah. And it did last about 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
Yeah. So that's another reason why you go after the Droideka on some level is that the Viper Probe droids are obviously clearly turned off if they can't spot red, and he's got best defense in there. So if he tries to best defense 2 of your dice and has to take 4 damage because he didn't have any shields, it's like, well, okay.
Bad batch DM.
Oh yeah.
Just gross. He gets his 1 copy of DM and takes out.
Yeah, the bad batch. Yeah. And he's got the Den of Thieves. That's the other thing that's this huge thing in that deck.
It's so interesting how there's so many decks out there that can be great. It's just you have to exploit the right cards at the right time.
Yep.
You have to see the combos. You have
to. RT is saying that going after the Droideka is wrong, and RT, you may be right. You may be right. You may be right. I may be crazy.
What do you mean, 86? Don't know how close everything is.
I started going wasabi, man. It's 9 points every time you get up.
The classroom says, Norm, I don't know how close everything is.
You should just get wherever.
because only that no.
So he's saying get Majo
you're not
closer.
close enough.
That I'm the closest to the microphone, so they're hearing me loud and you guys not as
gotcha.
much. That's what it is.
That should be better.
Yeah.
The classroom is 86. That's his new YouTube.
Oh.
His new YouTube channel.
Oh. Okay.
Is that better? 86. Can you hear us now?
Majo's laughing because he's thinking, is Norm gonna sing Billy Joel more or not?
And we've got the stream running in the background over here, so he's hearing it echo twice.
No, that's why I had 3 stacks of this. Yeah, 'cause I had wasabi like that.
Yeah, forgot Senator again. Come on, Vontz.
Which one did we just do?
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, Norm is the one we want to hear anyway.
Yeah. Dulcet tones. My voice seems to be coming back at least a little bit. I was pretty bad this morning. There's a downgrade out there. Dead or alive on the Rebels smuggler. Oh. Okay. So the situation now is that the smuggler's almost dead. Not the smuggler, sorry. The senator is almost dead. And the other 2 guys are sitting pretty. There's a Trando with 5 damage on it. The Droideka still has his shield. And we will see what happens considering that High Valley's on the table. And Vontz has the battlefield for this round. He's rolling in, I guess, the Razor Crest and the Rebel Smuggler. And that is a complicated profession. Looks like it removed the Razor Crest. No, it removed one of the Rebel Smuggler dice. Activates the pilot. He's trying to seek out damage. He wants to nail down that Trando. Oh, there's a best defense in Elrath's hand. You can tell. There it goes. Yep, so damage is going away. I can't see the damage on the Droideka at this point.
Should have 2 on him.
Yeah, well, it may be a little more, but it just depends on. I mean, yeah, he took 2 off the best defense since he had a shield. But yeah, move that closer.
It's interesting. Like, what is etiquette with you play a card that removes dice? I noticed Elrath just takes his opponent's dice and moves them.
It's yeah.
Like we're used
well,
to that.
You usually
OTS, right?
yeah, but that I think it's sort of the social agreement here is as we stated early on in the tournament, right before we started, just please be aware of your opponent's desires and and make sure that you're not doing stuff. Don't assume.
Yep. He's gonna take out one of the Trandos. Mayho, did you want to play this time? I'm good, man. Thank you. I didn't find any water.
What do you need water for? We have beer. Yeah. Mayo. Now there's arguments going on in the background about how to pronounce Majo Basil's name and Moloch's name and Discord handles and various things. It's about to get bloody.
Oh, it's about to get bloody?
No, all the debate's going over there.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It says
Landis
Vontz
said
is
Elrathion
slacking.
should be banned.
Yeah, for touching his opponent's legs. And RT saying Vontz is slacking. He forgot High Valley, which is that is unfortunate. But he did get the second Trando off the table. Well,
You
I
know,
guess
oh,
it's
yeah, that's
the
good.
middle Trando at least in this case.
Yeah, that's good. It's worth noting that, like, you know, these guys are tired. They've been playing since, what,
Like
1 o'clock
1 o'clock, yeah.
this afternoon. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, whoever misses their
is-
triggers,
It is
they're
an
going to be
endurance match.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
really is. You can't miss those triggers.
I mean, best of threes are endurance matches already, and on top of 8 hours of playing, like.
Oh yeah, it's hard. Man, I felt like I was hitting the zone with Elrath earlier too. I was in the zone.
It's a shame you guys couldn't go to game 3.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Okay. So the hand moved. I thought maybe it broke for a minute again. They're just in the tank.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Vontz is in a better position this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far, if he can manage to take out that Trando this turn, and he could, I mean, that is definitely possible at this point. No, wait, actually, I take that back. He can't get the Trando this turn. I thought he had another character to activate. But he does not. So what does he have in his hand? He's got one resource. He's putting a data heist on the Rebel Smuggler. That's interesting.
Think you can take him out this round?
Apparently.
Yes,
apparently,
yes he can.
Apparently,
Yes, he can.
Yeah. yes, he can. And this is very bad because he's about to get the top 4 cards there. Negotiate, BB-8, AT. Oh, goodness. So he's totally taking that AT there, whatever. That is big bad news.
Gross.
So that's... Oh, boy. This might be a problem. If he couldn't remove dice at that point, then...
Yeah.
Nope, they go on top. Yeah, don't put them in your loss pile. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, the BB-8 goes on top. The negotiates for first. Well, okay, well, that's fine. Womp womp. Okay.
So Norm, you gonna continue to play Jin Han? You think? You're gonna mix it up, try something else?
No, I
mean, I know
I'm
you
all
play.
over the
I know
place,
you're
man.
all over the place, but I know that
All over the
seems like
place.
it's your baby. You know.
It is. You know, I may
have a new baby?
well, you know, the cycle variant has been pretty cool, but I think that there's a good reason to keep expanding into other things. I kind of want to try out what so Liquid Snake took the cycle idea and applied it to the Bo Rex deck.
Yes.
And it worked out really well for him in the Galactic Open. And you can see our game. He lost only one game on that. He lost it to me.
Yeah, I watched that. That was good.
It was a good match.
Yep.
But I think that's a really solid deck. I would kind of like to mess around with that. I'm really curious about. I've been very enamored with this whole, include all the cycle cards in your deck. And the one thing I wish that he didn't apply it this way, but he didn't play Undercity the way I would love to. Like, that was originally in my variant as well, but even with Jin Han. But then I realized that, oh wait, Undercity actually works against me as a Jin Han player if my opponent has the battlefield.
Yeah.
That's so oops. But whatever. I'm
Yeah.
just curious. So I may try to mess around with a few things on the
Yep.
Jin Han level and go back to supports. Maybe try to think of some other ways to apply it.
Yeah, Black Market Connection is pretty terrifying with covert missions.
Yep. Yeah, and there's only a few ways to really lever that hardcore. One of them is Jin Han. Or Gen Cast for that. Well, I guess you can't do it. No, you can't do it Gen Cast. With Gen Han only on that one. You can do it with. It'd be interesting to try it with Reiko and Reiko Hardin and Cassian. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So I gotta, it'll be interesting things to try. A a lot of interesting things to track.
Yeah. Playing in this live tournament's really re-energized. I want to rebuild again and seeing everything. And I've never really been a super competitive player.
Mhm.
I've never really have been, but playing with all the super competitive guys today has been great. So.
Yeah, I mean, just having the mindset of that's a very call it like you approach it with a childlike mind. You know that you're always an everyday a beginner in a way, and that you're always looking to learn, and it's okay to like be frustrated and whatnot when you lose and whatnot, but to come back at it with ultimately the perspective of, all right, I had that experience, I didn't like it, and now I'm going to learn from it, and now I'm going to bounce back. I'm going to
make
figure
adjustments.
I'll go watch my video of and watch all the stupid things I did and whatnot, and let's slowly but surely get better.
Speaking of which, all the videos from today's
they're coming.
5 rounds.
Yeah.
5 rounds will be up plus the
top cut.
Plus the top cut will be up this week, so people can check them out. So we had lots of good players, lots of not random players, but we tried to get
good variety.
A variety, like not. We had a few people that played multiple times on camera. We tried to rotate them out so we can see everybody play.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
a good plan.
Smattering of people. So, it'll be good.
It'll be good. Really interesting on the day to see what was, the top. There has been a bit of consensus forming that like around the 4 best decks.
Yeah.
And ironically enough, the top 4 were those decks.
Right.
And I think that kind of solidifies that our intuition regarding that is probably on the money.
You want to recap what those 4 are?
Yeah, so
we're seeing 2 of them.
2 of them are here. So Trando's being one. Another is the Unlikely Heroes pilots, and whether there's some debate on the Senator versus double Rebel Smuggler, and then Jin Han, and then Rex Bow with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And you could argue that maybe it's Carabo as well, even without it.
Without the plot, yeah.
But in my opinion, I think that Bo Rex is the better variant right now.
I think Kara Bo would be better if there was more action cheating available. Like we have Swift.
Oh sure, yeah.
But that's very situational.
Yeah.
But I mean that's why gun and Rebel style red yellow range decks or gun decks were always really good, was because there's a lot of action cheating.
Yeah.
Get all your dice in, get all your dice out, do a ton of damage real fast.
Yep.
And without having a lot of that action cheats, they're good. I just like you said.
Yeah, Swift is the closest thing you got, and that's actually really cool. Like especially
card,
with Kara, you have 2 power actions that enable you to potentially resolve a die without having to resolve a die.
Right.
So there's something to that.
Yeah. People are getting smart about playing around the bow power action.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially with the Swift and different things. So.
Yeah.
One pilot left.
Yeah, he's got
and Droideka.
5 health to what appears to be 6 health on the Droideka, and that Trando is near death.
Yeah, 2 left.
The rules in that Defiant. Oh man, Defiant Uprising is such a great card. I love Defiant Uprising so much.
Yeah, it's a great card. It's a great die too.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of like a 2-cost conscript squad on some level.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. An uprising.
Yeah.
As Mohawk is confused by our comparison.
Yeah.
What's up, Monk?
Hey, Monk is here. Yeah. What do you know?
Monk's on. Not a problem, Monk, man. We wanted to make this available for everybody, with it being the first regional in forever.
Yeah.
So Norm, did we make it legal?
Oh, we totally made it legal. we busted down the walls and totally made it legal.
We in no way
It is
commandeered.
so legal.
We in no way commandeered a hotel lobby.
Yeah, and in no way, shape, or form did we broach the boundaries of illegality. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we did have legal counsel.
We had
today.
we even had the one and only legal counsel is his Discord handle on recording today, and you will see him later playing against his son, which is I don't know if he has any other name besides son of legal counsel.
We put Mikey on the.
Oh, you did put Mikey?
Yeah,
okay.
we did.
Yeah, he's Mikey. It's been like up until like last week, I hadn't seen him in nearly 2 years.
Wow.
The kid is now like a senior in high school, and oh my gosh, it's insane. So now last time I saw him, he was shorter than me. Now he's most definitely taller than me. There's something very odd going on here. And, wow, 86. That's totally inappropriate. Totally. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
We had kids in the event today.
Yeah. We were.
How does Trandos have support sound? What happened?
Because
he data heisted.
Data heist.
Oh, I stole my AAT.
Yeah.
Copy. Data heist is so good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That was what
Data heist is amazing. There's a theory that Josh, otherwise known as Newt Shunsray, and I have with that Data Heist may actually make Gen Cassian potentially worth playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we think that card is freaking great because it is an intel card.
You can only run one of it though, right?
Yeah, but the fact is that one of the things that has brought down Gen Cassian has been the lack of decent intel cards.
True. Very true. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Ooh, there it is.
Okay, that's it. He says that is enough. Enough. He had enough.
Elrath wins the legal.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could have stopped him, fellas. I'm so sorry. I am only human.
Alright, that was
Should we
great.
go do trophy presentation?
Let's do it, man.
Alright.
Take this in with you.
Oh, we're gonna disconnect it from the thingy?
Actually, you can just take this. It doesn't matter.
Here, you do it.
You take this. I'll get the trophies.
You know what, you do it, man.
Am I doing this?
You do the
Oh, I'm doing the on. Okay, alright, here. This is okay. Alright, here we go. Dun da da da. Alright, fellas. It is my distinct honor to bestow upon these auspicious players the what? I'm going second place first. Will you leave me alone, Beacon? To continue. Anyways.
I will note that our game was much faster.
Amazing games by all. We have the glorious. Check this out. I mean, can you reach up and flip that switch? See if that'll help it. And actually, if you flip, can we do that? Does that work? Oh yeah, check it out. Dun dun dun. These custom 3D printed lithophanes by the one of only Polyfly. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. These are beautiful, and we hope you.
Symbol on there?
Yep.
Yeah. Can you get it back okay on a plane? I hope you can. But hey, we're super proud of you guys. Great play on the day for both of you, and that has been the first ever ARH regional.
The lights are
guys,
on all day, so they're a little dimmer than normal.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for watching. Yeah. Norm, you want to send us off?
Thank you guys for tuning in to this stream. We're so happy that you managed to join us at least for a little while, and we hope you enjoyed it. There will be so many more recordings that you will be able to find on the Censors YouTube channel in the coming few days. So you'll be able to see a lot of great players play some great games with some great decks. And so thanks everybody for tuning in. Tune in more to On the Censors on their YouTube channel. Subscribe, like it, do all those nice things that all those YouTubers that are trying to make it, big do and all that.
Hit up ARH.
Hit up ARH. Don't forget this is a nonprofit, so get on the Patreon and support it because that's the only way this stuff survives, guys. You guys got to play. So will you please come and play?